Oh.
You want me to get in?
Get in.
Sure, I can get. Oh yeah.
Welcome to my ride.
This is it, huh?
This is it.
I love it.
You love it? You mean that?
I mean, this is one of those cars that maybe underneath the hood, it's like a sleeper. So on the outside, it's like, hey, this guy is, mild-mannered driver.
Okay.
But there could be a big turbo underneath.
So you're thinking that I'm letting it rip when we're out there, Indy 500 style.
Well, I mean, it's the month of May.
It is the month of May. Make sure you're in here. So I got Conor Daly with me. Drivers downtown eating donuts with me, with Joey, having a cup of Joe. You take your coffee black, I see. I
do, yeah. I got into that when I was living in Europe, racing over there for a long time. It was just only espressos, and it all tasted terrible for a while, and then my body came around to it.
Okay.
And then I did the whole vegan thing for a while, so I was not doing dairy, and so then now it's just easy. Just be like coffee black.
Coffee black, it is, yeah, except I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this because everybody's like, you want some coffee with that milk? And it's like, dude, it's an iced coffee. They put cream in it. I can't control how much cream in it, man. But people are gonna give me shit for it. It tastes good. I don't know. Shit, man.
It's gotta be delicious.
Let's get in it. Let's have some donuts here, man. You big donut guy?
No, because I have diabetes, but...
So I asked you to do this, and you're like, "Oh, well, this is not
this
gonna
might
work
kill
for
me." But you know what? This month is all about living life on the edge.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I consider that like a mark in our friendship. That you're like, I'm willing to die for this. So go ahead.
I'm gonna go this one.
You did like that one in the store.
I don't know. There's something about it.
Okay, let's see.
Can I make a mess in here? Or
I mean, look at it. We got the blueberry cake for me. I'm a big blueberry cake guy. Do you like the cake donuts, or are you just more the cinnamon roll?
I'll do round two on that.
Round two on this one? I'm a huge cake donut guy, man.
This is why I went to the gym early this morning, didn't eat anything because I knew this was coming.
Is that a common misconception? That people are like, drivers, you guys just turn a wheel, you don't got to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah? People always saying that shit to you?
Yeah, we're going through... I think, obviously, when you look at us on the track, it's very easy to misunderstand, and it's like, well, they are just driving around, like as you said. But without a doubt, right now, like our races are for sure the most physically demanding events, like some of the most physically demanding events in the world right now, because it is the heat that we're going through right now. If it's hot outside, it's probably 140, 145 degrees in the car. I'm losing anywhere between 13 and 16 pounds a race.
So that can kind of work out though for you, because you can kind of be heavy set or have a little bit more weight, a little chubby face going into the race, and then you just lose it all.
No. I hope I'm not a little chubby face guy going in this race, but yes, you just got to be prepared. You got to be like hydrated. Like we have hydration plans for the whole month.
Plans? Like
yeah,
you go there and they inject you like you're
like a plan. Like
plan.
Sorry, not plants. Yeah, sorry.
I thought it was
hydration plants.
Out in Speedway they have like a plant where all the drivers go.
It's a dispensary,
yeah, and they just hook you up.
No, but we have got IVs as well, like for the doubleheader events. Get a little IV in you, get some fluid rehydration. But yeah, we also don't have power steering either. So the physical aspect of it is just something people don't. The only thing I would say to people
show off your forearms. You got to have some fucking killer forearms, right?
I have?
Right? That's like some. Look at the veins popping out, man. You got to have some killer forearms.
We got to do some push-ups out there first to really get them going, I guess.
Yeah. What are you saying though? People don't realize what?
No, so I think the best part is like we have some go-kart places here, right? Yeah. You got the place in Speedway. You got one on the north side. Just go there and like do 2 sessions. Just do 2 little races.
Okay.
And see how you feel afterwards, because that is honestly the most raw way to get a feel for it. Because if you could drive around slow like an idiot, but like if you're gonna go out there and try and hustle, like as I'm sure you would, you feel it in your arms and you start sweating, and people are like, oh man, that was hard and like hurts my body, and I'm like, yeah, well, multiply that by 100 and do it for 3 hours, and then tell me like that it's not hard.
You guys are like the closest thing to going to space, right? Like the G-force on the turns.
Yeah. G-force wise, yeah, for sure. Right now, the G-loads are, anywhere on the road courses, 3 to 6 Gs, and that's that's a long day.
But then, like for the Indy 500 at IMS, I mean, is it even more then? Just because it's just an oval?
Indy 500 is actually a little bit less. Like the thing that's difficult about the 500 is the mental stress that you're going through as well, because you're going quite fast, and there's the walls are very painful. Yeah. So you want to avoid those, and it's the longest race, right? 500 miles. It's a solid 3 hours at 220 plus, and so yes, physically it is hard because you're doing about 3.5 Gs. The lap is 40 seconds. You're doing that 4 times 40 for 200 laps. It's a lot of time, a lot of corners, a lot of stuff. So,
would you go to space?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would?
Sign me up as soon as possible.
Really?
I am 1,000% in on space. Alex Rossi doesn't believe we landed on the moon, which is very offensive. I completely think that we obviously were up there.
Neil Armstrong, that's dissing.
I mean, Neil's our guy. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's offensive.
Wow. You're going to have to hook me up with Rossi so I can, because now I got to pick his brain about that.
He's upset that I tell people that because that does stir the pot a little bit.
I mean, it's a popular conspiracy theory, you know? I mean, that's like that, JFK, you know? I mean, those are like the two that you go to. But so you're in, though. You would go to space tomorrow.
1,000%. I can't wait to go to space.
Is that just because that your body is like the most trained out of anybody? Like you're the most ready, closest to the astronauts?
Nope. I'm all in on aliens in space, and I want to get up there and I want to check it out.
So you think aliens are real too?
Absolutely.
Does Rossi think aliens are real?
I don't know. But I did. I'm gonna watch every new alien documentary. Just saw one on Amazon Prime, all about that guy that he was on all the different podcasts. He's all over the place. He's been communicating with aliens.
Is it that meme of that one dude that's on History
Channel?
Channel?
It's the guy that's like, no, it's not that guy. Aliens.
Yeah, not that guy? I was like, I think you're a little behind.
Man, it is so good. It's brand new. And we're not talking 1980s videos anymore. We're talking videos from the mid-2000s. Yeah.
Do you think if aliens came that you would be like one of the people from like War of the Worlds where you would fight them off and survive, or you'd be one of the first people that like get zapped right away?
With how my luck has gone this year, they're zapping me right off the bat. Like I'm taking one of the first zaps for sure. But I'd like to think I could put up a good fight.
See,
and defend America and the world.
That's what's funny is that I think everybody thinks that like right away they're like, oh yeah, like I would be the person that the main character is. You know, the movie would be based. I would survive.
Are we Tom Cruise? No.
When in all reality, you would definitely be just like one of the putzes, just like hanging around. Then all of a sudden you turn around and you're dust.
You're having donuts in cars, getting zapped.
They're coming down, you know, because they always come down in like cities, like heavily populated areas.
Yeah. And we're not in a big one, so maybe we're going to be like 4th or 8th on the list.
It's been going on forever. It's all good. This is your street right here. I didn't even plan this out. I just noticed this.
Yes.
We're at Daily Drive. So
this is it. Free parking.
That's why there's a sign right there, but then when they come up, if the cops are like, hey, you can't be here.
This is the road for the month.
This is your guy. Did you put that up?
Yes, we did. We did do that a couple days ago.
You did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you got Prime. So for those who are coming to Indy and for those who are from Indy, during the month of May, we put up, you know, in the streets of Indianapolis, instead of having like our regular street signs, you have like Daily Drive and Rossi Road and all that shit. And then the driver's like this guy.
New Garden Circle.
And then, is that true?
That's like your twin, right?
Well, the undercarriage is not doing me any favors. I just got a haircut. He's a lot better looking than I am. But anyways, like they do this and the drivers put them up and everything, and it gets everybody all confused. But it is a nice little fun. Do you get to keep that after?
Yeah, which is actually cool. Yeah, we've got a collection. Hinch actually puts them downstairs in his bar. He's got a bunch of the different drivers. He's asked a couple different drivers for their signs.
Okay.
And so they put theirs up, and so down in Hinch's basement, it's kind of a cool little piece of Indy 500 history down there.
Who's got the best man cave in the series in IndyCar?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, Hinch has a beautiful basement. It's very open, but Alex has like a speakeasy in his basement. He's got one of those walls that doesn't have a door handle, but you push through the wall.
Okay.
And then there's a whole bourbon bar in there and a wine cellar, 2 TVs, a couple chairs for the sports.
Sounds like a guy that would have a spot where he sit and talk about whether or not we landed on the moon.
Exactly.
That sounds like
Sounds like a man who's won the Indy 500.
It sounds like a man who's won the Indy 500 as a rookie.
Success.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want another donut? Are you
Absolutely.
good?
I'm going to try whatever you said.
Get that blueberry.
These are the healthy ones, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I like them so much.
You're a big health guy.
Yeah, exactly. So blueberry cake, that's my favorite. For people who watch all the time, they know.
Oh, wow.
I like, yeah, right? It's just a tasty, it's like an explosion of blueberry. You know, it's good.
Look, I will say that Jack's Donuts has sponsored me at the Indy 500 before, so we do appreciate their loyalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack's Donuts.
And their taste
they were
delivery.
They were the first glazing 5 that I did like 2 months ago.
Oh, wow.
But this isn't really. This is different. This is drivers downtown eating donuts. So we go back and we get this. Are you more of a circle donut guy, or do you like the long John?
I don't. That's an interesting question because I obviously cannot have donuts a lot. It's not a regular
Just
thing.
like the worst possible show you can be on.
It's really just during the month of May, I think, because everyone used to go to Long's Donuts, obviously very famous over there in Speedway, and that seemed to be the month where you have donuts. So it's really just tradition.
Yeah, exactly. When you win the 500 later this month, what's your milk of choice?
Well, anything.
Anything?
Whatever it is. People gave me a lot of flack came at me on the internet because I put skim milk one year on and they report the list of what the drivers want. And to be honest, my mom tried to, bring me up in a healthy household. We only ever had skim milk at the house, so that's all I knew.
Okay, that's kind of
so
like
I
more
just said,
sour,
boom,
right?
skim. It's healthier. I don't know what it is.
I don't think any milk is. I don't know.
That's fair.
Like once, 1 week
Skim
it's
is
like
less fatty.
right. It's like skim. It's like skin. It's like skinny
Skinny milk. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So then everyone was calling me like a lot of offensive names, other words for like wussy and all that stuff.
Soft.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 2% from now on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would anybody ever do chocolate milk? You can do
I have
whatever
not
you
seen
want,
that,
right?
yeah.
You can do orange juice, like you can do soda.
No, orange juice. You can't do that.
They draw the line somewhere. Doug Bowles would step in and be like,
Yeah.
no.
But come on.
Okay. There's traditions that we got to uphold every now and
The
then.
only time we make any type of sports highlights and someone's going to be drinking orange juice instead of milk, they're going to be like, well, what event is that?
Yeah, that
We
would
don't get it.
And like a hot day like it typically is on that Sunday, like I don't know, that would be weird.
Unless it's got like Tito's in it.
Oh, there you go.
Post race, get a little,
Do a little screwdriver or something.
Screwdriver post race.
All right.
Victory celebration.
Screwdriver for the driver. Huh? Now we're on to something. I like this.
Great shirt, by the way.
Thanks, man. I had to wear it. Yeah, I had to. I think I'm gonna bring it out. I think I'm doing this for K6, but
that is
thanks,
a
man.
tremendous shirt.
Shout out to Duvin. You ever heard of Duvin?
No.
D-U-V-I-N.
Is it a bowling team?
Yeah, I just wear it to Beach Grove South Expo,
yes.
and people are just like, "Oh, come on in, you're ready to go." No, I appreciate it. I had to wear it for you. I'll probably wear it all race weekend when it's going down.
I assume you're coming to the race.
Yeah,
Good call.
yeah. Go to the race.
We got a pass safe for you.
festivities. What's the Carb Day festivities like for you? I know it's different this year.
Yeah.
Got anything planned?
Honestly,
I think I know about something.
Yeah, you think so?
I think it's got some connections with that.
I heard about some internet rumors of some activities going on maybe later in the evening.
Yep.
Thankfully, Carb Day is on the morning of the Friday, and Saturday's a day off. So there was actually a potential. We were talking about me doing the NASCAR truck race in Charlotte on that Friday night, and then coming back and like doing a truck Indy 500 double. Team was not as much of a great fan of that because it was a little risky. And the only time I've raced a truck so far this year, I ended up in a ball of fire and crushed up into a small piece of truck.
Okay.
So
you want to avoid that.
yeah, so that's now off the table. So Friday night plans are open as of now.
Okay. All right.
If you have any information on said event, I'd love to
Conor
know about
Daly.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know about it for people that continue to ask me in my DMs about any type of concert that's happening on the race weekend.
God, that's been
I
happening
don't
to
know
you
any about it.
your whole life, I'm sure. People have just been trying to get race hookups from you forever.
It's funny, people only remember my name sometimes just during this month.
People
Oh,
are
hey,
like,
I haven't talked to you in a while. I look at the last text that I received, May 14th.
Hey, dude, hope you're well. Just the annual checkup. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Your birthday's not in May, right?
No, December.
Okay, so you're lucky there because.
Are you a May birthday?
No, but you're lucky because if your birthday's in May, then everybody would just drop the birthday text. Hey, thanks, man, appreciate it.
Wow,
oh yeah, for sure.
whammy.
Well, I got you here. You know.
Yeah.
So, thanks to your parents for holding.
Yes,
on that
exactly. Good call on them for the timing.
One. Yeah.
But yeah, but the thing, like, I would love to have everyone out of the track. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But the problem is, like, especially now in this year, like, everything's still limited. But we get a little bit, so everyone wants to go. Like all of our business partners, sponsors, U.S. Air Force folks, stuff like that. So they have to take priority. Like without them, like I don't get to drive. So like I would love to have all of my best friends, a harem of beautiful women, but I was like, I care more about racing than I do about those other things.
Exactly. Priorities. Right.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind the mullet? You liking it?
Well,
Show it off a little bit. Give it a little.
There's just, I don't know.
Mullet's coming back.
This is getting real ratty though right now. Like it's getting cut tomorrow,
Really?
but not off. We're doing a fine tuning, so we're gonna get it scoped out a little bit, get it scooped, maybe go thin down the sides, and I gotta chop the top a little bit because it's getting long.
I was gonna say, I think you gotta keep it rocking.
It's getting
through
long.
the race.
But when it will, because we just sold a bunch of t-shirts. So the
go.
problem is we have merch now for the mullet, and so I can't just get rid of it.
Right.
But I think, like, if you can name your top 5 mullets of all time, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll go Tim Richmond. I will go Emerson Fittipaldi. I will go Joe Dirt.
Carb.
I will go. Who else am I going with here?
Seems like you've done this before.
Well, I tried to think of more, and I really wanted to list all the appropriate mullets. Who do you got? While I think of some more.
The mullet is not one that I'm too familiar with.
Okay.
Randy Johnson. I think
That's fair.
I think a big unit would be number one.
Yeah, unit. Okay.
Pretty easily number one for me. 6'10".
Yeah.
Just
That
fucking.
guy.
Just throwing darts out there.
That guy fornicates.
With,
Sure.
with a mustache and imagine Randy Johnson walking into a bar with like cowboy boots and that fucking mullet and the mustache. It's like, dude, he's just cleaning up. It's over.
I mean, you got to think Dale had one.
Dale, there you go. I mean, that's up there for sure.
Yep.
Joe Dirt. I mean, he's like, what do you think?
Solid.
You think of Joe Dirt. You know?
Yep.
Any kid that runs around with a mullet, you're like, oh, little Joe Dirt there. You
Yep.
know? So he's in the list. Definitely.
Like, that's a little bit old before my time, but like I do respect obviously the craft and respect the dedication that has gone into that.
There's got to be some like rock dudes that we're missing. You know?
Absolutely.
Like lead singers of like fucking Kiss or something.
Yeah, I assume someone had a mullet there. Like any member of AC/DC, I assume
Def
at some point had a
Leppard.
mullet. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
It was like a real...
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, come on.
You're not called Leonard Skinner and you don't have a mullet.
Yeah, I mean that would defeat the purpose.
Okay, exactly. That'd be like not drinking milk.
Yeah,
after you win
yeah.
500.
They would be offensive.
Do you ever get bored in the car? Let's be real.
No, there's just the funny. There's always something going on.
So does it go like obviously you're going fast, but does the race go fast because you're so locked in?
It takes forever.
It takes forever.
Yeah, especially Indy. Indy is one of those that I have looked up many times at the big scoring pylon in the center.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're only at lap 60. Like, this is crazy. Like, you've been battling for your life. The car's on edge. Like, it's like sketchy. And you've done 2 pit stops and you got 4 more. And you're like, oh my gosh. You kind of, I always judge it on pit stops.
Okay.
How many pit stops have we done? All right, well, there's 1. All right, we made it.
So 6 is about the common?
It's about 5 to 6 pit stops. Yeah.
5 to 6, okay.
So once you're like to stop 4 or 5, you're like, all right, here we go. You know, we got 1 more. We better set up to be in the right spot.
Yeah.
Because the whole day is basically how do we make this thing just a little bit better? Mm-hmm. The car, every time you're going to go into the pits, you make a little wing adjustment, tire pressures. The track's obviously going to change as well. As you race, the track gets so much more grip, so much more rubber.
Yeah.
So the track also changes. So how do you adjust to the track? And by the end of it, you hope that you've connected all the dots. You put all those little shapes in that shape box all the right way, and you're ready to, win, hopefully.
Have you had a freak out in the pits like Rossi did a couple years ago, where he was like banging the wheel and everything?
No, because Yeah, I haven't had him. Like, I was on my first Indy 500, my rookie year. I was on fire twice in the pit lane, like 2 times in a row.
Didn't freak out then.
No, and I was just kind of looked at it, and I was like, well, I'm on fire. And then they were like, all right, go, go, go. And I was like, well, I'm still on fire, though. But we left, and it went out because apparently wind stopped the fire. I don't know.
You're like, I'm on fire. And they're like, I know, you're doing really well. And you're like, no, I'm literally on fire.
Great photos, though.
Yeah.
First Indy 500 on fire, yeah. God. That's really the only time I've had it. But, like, I don't like to complain in the pits because, like, your guys are out there thrashing for you know what I mean? And, like, if the pit stop sucks, they know it. You don't have to repeat it. You don't have to tell them.
So Rossi's a dick, is what you're saying.
No, I just... But, like, Rossi is... I think Rossi, deserves perfection and expects perfection. Mm-hmm. So, you know what? He's probably going to get upset.
That's cool. I was like... Dude, I love just the pit team and how quick it's all just.
They're so good.
It's amazing, man.
People they are really good at what they do.
Don't get enough credit for that. Connor, thanks, man. You want a donut?
At this point, I might go into a coma, so okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I want to.
I will take one maybe for the road.
Sure. Yeah, grab whatever you want.
I'm gonna take this little thing.
Yeah.
I move into my motorhome today at the track.
Oh shit!
So we gotta. I'm gonna take the sprinkle one for.
Do you have any video games in there? Like, what do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm bringing the Xbox. Me and Scott McLaughlin are gonna be. We're gonna be playing Call of Duty every night. We're gonna be in the war zone. We actually got our buses parked next to each other so we could have some sort of internet pillar that we could share.
So you'll be good to go.
We will be on the line doing some war zone pretty much the entire month.
Hell yeah,
which is very exciting. And I just saw Roman Grosjean as well was on the war zone today in the bus lot as well. So it could be a Call of Duty summer.
There you go. If you're in the war zone, look for Connor out there because he's gonna be blasting heads and getting ready for the fight.
I can't wait,
man. Dude, thanks so much for hopping in. I hope give me a final rating on the car. What do you think? Is it looking okay?
6.9 out of 10.
6.9. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's it. Conor Daly, give me something. Right on. Woo!